It has been 3 weeks since they have started working again, and in that time, he and Jungkook have grown closer. They spend most of the time together. The work of during the cookery lesson in the evening, and trusted Jungkook completely. He loved the way Jungkook treats him so patiently at strict when needed, but he had also seen the skill side of Jungkook, especially when he didn't do his homework. Despite all this, Taehyung was improving. He was not as sad anymore. He slept well, ate properly, and never skipped his cooking lesson. Jungkook watching Taehyung struggle with the thought Taehyung makes it properly. The thought should be a little firm and smooth. If you don't mix it well, you won't be able to make perfect noodles. Taehyung grand feeling tired. Jungkook let stop for today. I work so much in the bakery. I'm really tired. Jungkook family no excuse. You need to finish this. Taehyung pouting. I'm trying, but this is really tough. Can't I just use in that noodle? Jungkook shaking his head. It won't taste the same thing. Come on, let me help you. Jungkook moved closer and placed his hand on the dough, guiding the hand and they together. Jungkook, see, it's not that hard. Just press like this. He stepped mid-sentence when he realized Taehyung hasn't responded. Curiously looked up and see Taehyung staring at him. Jungkook rising and what happened? Taehyung quickly looking back. Nothing. Jungkook narrowing his eyes. Taehyung, you are turning red. Tell me, are you okay? Taehyung warning again. You are too late. You are too close. Jungkook speaking like so. Taehyung his heart pounding. Jungkook watches as his face turned even redder. Something about that moment felt different. Heavier. Jungkook has been trying every day not to think about his feeling for Taehyung. He said that his only job is to help him to make sure he gets stronger. But right now Taehyung is making it very difficult for him. There is a moment of silence. The air between them feels change. Taehyung closes his eyes, whispering, I try to control it, but before Jungkook can react, Taehyung leaned in and his against Jungkook. Jungkook frozen his eyes, spotted in shock. He was not expecting this. He was not prepared. When Taehyung finally pulled away, he looked down in embarrassment. Softly, I'm sorry. His voice is really a whisper filled with uncertainty and guilt, but it's already too late. Jungkook stared at Taehyung, his voice low. Why did you do that? Taehyung breathed heavily, his hand slightly shaking. I don't know, I just couldn't control myself. Jungkook is dragging with emotion. Now what? Taehyung confused, looking at Jungkook. Nothing, I'm sorry, it was just I lost control. Jungkook took a step closer. Every mistake has its consequences. Taehyung nervously. Jungkook his gaze. Taehyung, don't do that. Taehyung think in confusion. What? Jungkook escaped sharply. Do you realize how tempting it would when you do that? Taehyung staring into Jungkook's eyes. No one had ever said something like this to him before, not even Winnie. Taehyung's heart pounded in his wonder of what to do next. Jungkook running her hand talking here. I swear I can't control myself anymore. Before Taehyung could react, Jungkook reached out, cutting Taehyung gasped, but he didn't. Instead, he melted into the warmth of it was unlike everything he had ever felt before. The kitchen was a mess, but entire of them care become Jungkook's hand found their way to face his hair, his back holding him like he was something precious. The hung gasping Jungkook memory against Taehyung. Hearing Taehyung whisper his name like that sends you down his Jungkook explained he had never heard his name sound so beautiful before. Jungkook and Taehyung kissed his chin in his forehead, his neck. He had never been worshipped like this before. An hour later, Taehyung and Jungkook were on the kitchen slab. The floor countered the mess around them. It was all forgotten. Jungkook turned to look at Taehyung and let out a small laugh. Jungkook shaking his head. You actually fall asleep like this? Taehyung was beside him, his breath slow and steady. Jungkook watched him for a moment before sleeping. He knew he had to clean up the kitchen and, more important, get Taehyung become home. Carefully, Jungkook got up and began tidying the mess I had made. Once everything was back in place, he walked over to Taehyung, bending down slightly. Jungkook softly, I guess I have to carry you, but carrying Taehyung in his arms would be too risky. The security guard walked on the menu and Jungkook didn't want to raise any suspicions. So instead, the carefully lifted Taehyung into his bag, making sure he wouldn't wake up. Slowly, he carried him out of the kitchen and back home. Taehyung's apartment. Jungkook gently placed Taehyung on his bed, tucked the blanket around him. He stood there for a moment, watching him sleep peacefully. He didn't even bother changing Taehyung's bed. He didn't want to invade his space. Jungkook whispered to him, no matter what I feel, I won't cross any line. Taehyung deserves respect and I'll wait for his indecision. His hand running a hand out his hair before leaving his room. Jungkook took a quick shower, washing away the floor and the exhaustion of the day. As he lay in bed staring at the ceiling, a smile spread across his face. Jungkook to himself, Taehyung, I don't know what this is. I don't know why it happened, but I do know I love it. His heart raced as he replayed the night event in his mind, the warmth of the hands, the way he to him, the way he whispered to his name, feeling shy. All of a sudden, Jungkook grabbed his pillow and hid his face on the way. Jungkook to himself, blushing, I can't believe this happened. Slowly, the excitement faded into calmness with thought of next morning. Next morning, Taehyung stretched his arm with a satisfied sigh. This was the best sleep we had in a long time, he said, rubbing his eyes and smiled to himself. Taehyung, what a dream, it felt so real. But as he stood up and walked to the bathroom, his smile slowly faded. He turned on the sink, cold water on his hands were slightly shaking as he looked at himself in the mirror. Taehyung's eyes widened. Wait, this was not a dream. His finger traced the faint mark on his collarbone and his face turned red in realization. Taehyung panicked. Oh no, really him? What did I do? His mind raced as he tried to piece together last night when he felt his heart pound against his chest. Taehyung murmured to himself, how can I supposed to face him now? What will he think of me? He shook his head, tried to calm himself down. He knew Jungkook was a kind and caring person. Every day, Jungkook looked after him, making sure he ate, checking on him at work, picking him up, dropping him home, making coffee for him before training, and every night Jungkook would spend him new recipes to try out. As if he thought about him even when they were not together. Taehyung privately, I've been holding back for so long. I know I shouldn't have. He quickly grabbed a scarf and put it around his neck to hide the marks. After dressing up, he hesitated before stepping outside his door. His eyes landed on Jungkook's door. Taehyung whispered to himself, I should avoid him at least for now. He thought the hallway tried to make as little noise as possible. His plan was simply go to work early and then escape training calmly. He was sick, and that's why he wouldn't have to see Jungkook today. But just as he turned the corner, Taehyung gasping, "Ah!" He bumped into someone looking up. He froze. It was Jungkook, and he was staring at Taehyung's room. Jungkook Rajin, what were you looking at? Jungkook wept nervously. I was waiting for you. You'll be getting late for work. Jungkook frowned slightly, but it's only 6 and we usually leave at 7. Taehyung laughed nervously. Yeah, but we got a lot of muffin orders yesterday, and you know how we sell fresh muffin, so I need to prepare more today. That's why I have to go early. He quickly looked away, hoping Jungkook wouldn't see his excuse. Jungkook studied him carefully. Are you sure that's the only reason? Jungkook forced a smile. Of course. What else would be the reason? Jungkook, his voice dropped slightly. Are you regretting it? Taehyung breathed his head. Taehyung softly Jungkook cried. Before he could finish, Jungkook suddenly grabbed his wrist. Jungkook firmly, come with me. Taehyung stuttered. Well, Jungkook smirking slightly. I'll show you which wine make muffin taste even better. Taehyung confused. Wine? Muffin? What? But before he could protest, Jungkook pulled him towards the bar area, and the door clicked shut behind them, and suddenly Taehyung found himself pressed against the door. Jungkook leaning closer. Tell me, Taehyung, are you regretting what happened last night? Taehyung nervously avoiding his gaze. Jungkook placed a finger on Taehyung's lips and silenced him. Jungkook softly, shh. Don't you have to say anything? He leaned in even closer, their breath mixing. Jungkook whispering, just stop me if you don't like this. Taehyung's heart pounding as Jungkook's hand slowly moved in his scarf with a gentle tug. Jungkook removed it, revolving the fan on Taehyung's skin. Jungkook, his voice is tell me, do you hate me for coming this close to you? His finger traced the mark on Taehyung's collarbone. Jungkook, do you hate the way last night? Slowly he undid his of Taehyung. Then Taehyung grabbed Jungkook. Where Jungkook? No, please. Jungkook softly said, don't worry, I'm not going too far. I just want to remind for you for last night. Jungkook mumbling his, do you like this time? Taehyung breathed like Jungkook smiled at his reaction. Slightly off his skin before pulling back slightly. Jungkook, no Taehyung, you have to use word. Do you like it or not? Taehyung tried to hold back. The soft sound escaped him. Jungkook tightened his chin up gently, his hand resting against Taehyung, feeling the rapid beating of his heart. Jungkook smirking. If this is wrong, then why are you breathing so fast? Hearing Jungkook's deep voice call him baby made Taehyung's stomach twist in the stranger way. He swallowed hard. His hand trembled slightly. Taehyung, his voice barely above a whisper. Jungkook, please. Jungkook was in an abrupt, please what? Taehyung finally looked up at him, his eyes filled with something Jungkook couldn't quite describe. Taehyung softly, almost, please kiss me. The moment Taehyung's soft word left his lips, Jungkook wasted no time, met once again. But then suddenly Taehyung pulled away. His eyes flickered with hesitation. The warmth of their shared moment was suddenly overtaken by guilt, creeping into his heart. Jungkook noticed the shift in Taehyung's expression. What are you thinking, Taehyung? His voice barely above a whisper. This is wrong, Jungkook. What we are doing is before Taehyung could finish, Jungkook silenced him with another, as if trying to erase every doubt from Taehyung's mind. Taehyung softly, "I'm sorry, Jungkook," but before he could say anything else, a sharp stare and thought his lips. He even placing his finger over his mouth. Then Jungkook won't say anything, but it late. He turned to look at the clock. His eyes widened. Taehyung panicked. "I need to go, Jungkook. Let me go. We are already late." Jungkook firmly, "No." Taehyung shouting, "Jungkook, let me go." The have a bit wonder where we are. We've been in here too long, and you know I'm yours. Before Taehyung could finish, Jungkook placed his hand over his lip. His eyes darkened. Jungkook whispering, "I don't want to hear it." Taehyung mumbling his Jungkook hand, "But we need to talk about this, Jungkook. What we are doing, how wrong it is. We should at least talk first." Jungkook sighed, running his hand through Taehyung's hair before cuffing his chest. Jungkook sobbed, "I know what you are thinking, Taehyung, and we will talk, but not today." Taehyung stared at him and said, "Jungkook, mysteriously, I'll let you go, but only if you call me baby." Taehyung eyes widened and his face turned red in an instant. Taehyung blushing seriously, "Jungkook." Jungkook, his eyes filled with amusement. Jungkook teasing, "Wow, my baby is blushing. Let me see my pretty face properly." He gently held Taehyung's face and placed on his. Jungkook whispering, "Call me baby first." Taehyung whimpering, "But Jungkook, this isn't right." Jungkook ignored him, leaning in against another on his Taehyung finally gave in. "Baby, please let me go." Jungkook leaned back, a desperate look into Taehyung's face. Jungkook smiled, "Say it one more time, please." Taehyung closed his eyes, glared slightly. "Baby, please." Jungkook grinned, clear path. Jungkook teasingly, "Now you're not allowed to go anywhere. Stay with me all day and let me all the day and night." Taehyung half pushing his slightly, "Jungkook, you are too shameless." But just as he said that, his face suddenly felt his expression darkened as he remembered something. His eyes welled up with unsaid tears. Jungkook noticed immediately. His playful expression softened and he let out a deep sigh before pulling Taehyung against him. Jungkook hugging him tightly, "Don't cry, please." Taehyung, Jungkook said, his heart racing against his chest. Taehyung mumbling, "Why does this feel so right?" Jungkook whispering, "Yes, he's here because we love each other." Taehyung inhaled sharp but didn't say anything. After a few moments, he finally pulled away. He looked at Jungkook, then down at the floor, avoiding his gaze. Then softly, He slowly stood up, turning towards the door. Jungkook asked in a "Did I say you could go?" Taehyung slowly gripping there, but before he could open it, Jungkook grabbed his waist and pulled him back. Jungkook, Taehyung is slow. After what felt like forever, Taehyung finally pushed Jungkook away. His face red and his breath uneven. Taehyung looked playfully, "You are impossible." He turned to mirror and guessed his neck was very deep, dark, and so many that it almost looked like he saw Jungkook a deadly great mumbling, I look like I have Jungkook only smiled, looking way too proud of himself. Taehyung quickly wrapped his scarf around his neck and stormed out of the room. He was already late, so he had no choice but to go with Jungkook. Did he know Jungkook had no plan of letting him go so easily? Time escaped every day. Jungkook as the master chef. He held a short meeting to discuss the menu and listen to any issue from the other department. The meeting never lasted more than 20 minutes, but attendance was mandatory. Jungkook clapping his hand, "All right, let's bring any issue today." The department stepped over from chief. We haven't received the and Jungkook expression turned serious. Jungkook had chief call the supplier right now. Tell them it's they don't deliver with half an hour. We will cancel our contract. This is the third time in 2 weeks. I won't tolerate this again. The staff nodded and quickly made a note to call the supplier. Jungkook next. The bakery department spoke up next. Bakery chief. Chief, we need one more helper in the bakery. Jungkook figured that they hung to a brief second before responding professionally. Jungkook, you already have Taehung, don't you? Taehung process we have bulk order of cupcake, and there are only three of us. It's impossible to manage everything on time. Jungkook leaned back against the counter, his voice calm but firm. Jungkook, try to manage with what you have. I don't have extra stuff to space. Taehung narrowed his eyes slightly, clearly not happy with the response. He rolled his eyes but remained quiet. Continued with the department discussed their issue after a 4 minute. Jungkook glanced around the room. Jungkook, is there anything else? One of the chief leaned closer to Taehung, whispering in his ears. Other chief whispering, see, I told you, he gestured, he won't agree. Taehung's mouth was stiff forward, speaking boldly. Taehung, fine then, give us an extra helper or the mission on quality. The choice is yours. The room went silence. Everyone turned to look at Taehung. By his daring was his tone made it clear this was not a request, it was a demand. Jungkook stared at Taehung for a moment and sighed. Jungkook family had never compromised on quality, and I'll provide you with one. Head chief checked the main kitchen for available stock. Then catalyst seems likely with TJ. Jungkook shook his head, hiding a smile. Jungkook, meeting is over. Get back to work. Everyone disappeared into their respective department. Taehung was not wasted no time getting started. He was busy into cupcake when he suddenly felt a warm breath near his ear. He stopped immediately and turned his head, only to see Jungkook standing right behind him. His eyes darted towards the door to bakery staff who was still in the Taehung said, Jungkook, what are you doing here? Jungkook closed his arm and smiled briefly. Jungkook, I'm your new helper, chief. Tell me what to do. Taehung processing the word before breaking into a small smile. Taehung teaching it really. So someone got scared, huh? Jungkook titled his slightly. His eyes twinkled with amusement. Jungkook, I wouldn't say scared. Let's just say I don't like hearing you complaining. Taehung softly. Taehung still thinking you, chief. Jungkook gazed rapidly over his eye, leaning on Taehung for a moment before he spoke again. Jungkook, let's work, but tell me what do I got in return for this favor? Taehung half turning away to continue his cupcake. Taehung, better quality cupcake, of course, or I'll cook dinner for you tonight. Jungkook was in an April, clearly not satisfied with the offer. Jungkook smirking, no need for that. Instead of having dinner outside and later I'll ask for dessert. Taehung paused, narrowing his eyes slightly before looking at Jungkook with suspicion. Taehung, and what exactly will you ask for dessert? Jungkook leaned in closer, his voice dropping in a low whisper. Jungkook, I want to taste you. Taehung eyes widened, his breath checked as he rushed to his face. His mind went blank for a moment before he snapped out of it. Taehung, oh no. Without another word, he quickly turned away and started cleaning. He already stolen over his hand moving in a rush. Jungkook, that's reaction. I love it when you turn so real. Jungkook watched Taehung state his heart swelling in affection. His lip curved into a soft smile as he whispered, Taehung, Jungkook, let's take it slow, Taehung. As Taehung continued cleaning in embarrassment, Jungkook smiled like an idiot, already looking forward to their dinner together.